Hey guys, Aiden here, and I'm going to do a review slash breakdown of the film known as Halloween, released in 1978, my favorite film ever released. Halloween is a horror film, and why is it a horror film? Easy. It takes place in an isolated area of Haddonfield, has dark moody lighting, and has a killer that kills people. That makes it easy horror film. Makes it an easy horror film. Also, that also makes it what it is, a slasher film, which is a subgenre of horror because it has lots of blood and creative kills and nudity.
See anything you like?
Anyway, the synopsis of the film is basically after killing his sister in 1964, 15 years later, Michael Myers escapes from a mental institution and returns back to Haddonfield to wreak havoc once more. That's it. We have three main players in this film, which is Laurie Strode, Dr. Loomis, and Michael Myers. Our protagonist, Laurie's our protagonist, and Michael's our antagonist. We have some side characters that kind of further the plot that are important, which is Annie, Lindsay, Linda, and Sheriff Brackett, and Bob kind of, and Tommy Doyle. The film starts off with a first-person shot of someone going into the Myers house, grabbing a knife, and killing Judith Myers. It's later revealed at the end, when they take the mask off the killer, it's Michael Myers. Then we cut to Dr. Loomis in the car going up to the mental. This is when the break in status quo happens. When Michael escapes as if he didn't escape. Everything's changed now. Michael's escaped and he's gonna get down. It's not the it's not the point of no return, as you know. There's still a chance Michael won't go to Haddonfield and ruin our characters' lives. Then we cut to Laurie after Michael's escape. She's walking down to deliver the key to the Myers house, where we also meet Tommy Doyle, the kid she babysits. She delivers the key, tells Tommy she's gonna babysit him again. Then we cut to Michael Myers, which is then, in my opinion, the point of no return, as it's the point of no return for Laurie and her friend, as Michael would not have imprinted on her or something and would start stalking her, and nothing in the film that we see happen in the film would have happened then. There's no point of no return. Uh, she goes to school, she notices Michael stalking her. There's a lot of that in this film, a lot of stalking. Goes down with her friends Annie and Linda, sees him again, but she goes back home, sees him again, staring through her window, boo 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 boo. She goes back into the car, then she goes later into a car with Annie, meets up, sees her dad because they were smoking weed, yeah, ganja. Uh, they leave, then Dr. Loomis turns up right after, saying, "Yo, this guy is in your house, is here in town, he's gonna sneak in." End of first act. Second act begins. Babysitting has begun. It's nighttime. Show. He starts stalking Annie. Then, then, oh, kills her dog for some reason because it's barking.
Lindsay! Lester's barking again and getting on my nerves again. Oh, never mind. Guess he found a hot date.
Then she goes to Laurie's house, drops off the kid she's supposed to be babysitting because she wants to go bone her boyfriend at the house, and then she dies in her car, dead. Then Linda comes up with her boyfriend Bob, goes into the house, they have sex, and then obviously at the end Michael still kills them. Laurie Laurie calls up and notices that something was off with Linda. Well, yeah, because exactly when she called, she was she was getting killed. Then goes to the house, discovers her friend's bodies. Michael attacks her. And she runs wee all the way home. And for some reason, when she's running in the street, she runs up to a random person's house, and they ignore her for some reason. I don't know. So anyway, she goes back in. Tommy lets her in. Then she defends herself against Michael 3 times, stabbing him in the neck, screwing his eye up, and stabbing him in the gut. Then eventually telling the kids to go away. Dr. Loomis comes back, comes after she's seen the kids run out. Michael starts choking Glory. She shoots at Michael and shoots him in the chest 6 times. And then it's the end of the film. And or is it? As we see Michael's dead body at the bottom of it, he's not there anymore. So, gender representation in the film. It makes women quite strong in this film, we can say, as Laurie is very strong, is a strong character in this film, as she's facing up to a psychotic, murderous killer. Annie, we clearly see, knows how to drive a car, which takes off the elimination that women are bad drivers. But you can also say it also represents women sometimes really bad, as they are very weak characters sometimes, especially Annie and Linda, who couldn't even defend themselves against Michael. But that's up for debate. Still, Laurie Strode is one of the classic strong female characters in the film, and this was one of the first time in a horror film mostly that we had a very strong character. Not even in Black Christmas or in Texas Chainsaw Massacre we really had strong female character. We're always very weak. Cultural impact of this film, it would be that in the film had a budget of 32 million and made back 74 million. There's like 125 million in the day's money. It's also spawned a lot of sequels. I think right now, it would be around 11 films, and another one getting released this year, Halloween Kills. It's also influenced a lot of other horror films, such as Friday the 13th, as the director of Friday the 13th, George Sean S. Cunningham, stated that Halloween was the main influence. But you can also say most slasher films were influenced by Halloween, as it was one of the most big game-changing films at the time. It's also made a lot of merchandise. You have action figures, you have masks that you can buy, and probably increased the sales in blue overalls. 100% made some money for them, and fake kitchen knives. Also, actually influenced a lot of other properties such as Stranger Things, synth-ass music, because that's what John Carpenter's in, and camera work in Don't Breathe, and most other 80s films that have a synth film, or even modern films that have an 80s film. It's copying like the cinematography done in Halloween. Now, let's talk about the semiotics in the film. Now, the easy semiotic you can talk about is pumpkins. Pumpkins everywhere. It tells us, yo, it's Halloween. Also, the very warm colors in the morning scene tell you it's autumn, like a nice autumn feel. Also, seeing trees on the floor, autumn feel. Okay, now, if you talk about some character semiotics, I would say Michael is a huge character semiotic on his own. He wears blue jumpsuit, which if you say blue, could represent walking death, because he's wearing this thing, death. Because blue is like a dead body. It can be blue, but also pale, which also goes up to his mask. It's pale, it's blank and motionless. It has a human face, but has all the details gone. Has no eyes. He has black eyes, which eyes are considered to be the window to the soul. There's no eyes. Also, you can also say he's wearing a mask that's covering up his real persona. Like, it's more scarier that you can't see his face, what he's thinking, what he's doing. Also, you can also say, oh, he never speaks a word, which we enjoy speaking, but he never speaks a word, ever, ever in the word. He just does classic breathing, going. Laura, you can say she's wearing very happy colors. Her room is very happy looking. That's the main gist of Halloween 1978. Hope I broke the film down as good as possible. I highly recommend you watch the film. It's in my opinion, it's a good film to have under your belt. Hope you enjoy. Peace out. Bye.